Listen, everyone is asking the wrong question. Who dominated the feud? Who dropped the coldest bars? Who had the last say? Pause. Because this was never a beef. A beef requires two fighters. You are witnessing one woman swinging at thin air, burning out, yelling at a lens, while the other sat cool at midnight and pulled a 5-year-old girl into the frame. With that single move, honey, Remy Ma ended a war. Claressa Shields did not even realize she had already lost. In this saga, that child is not a daughter. She is ammunition. And Claressa knows it. That is precisely why she cannot close her eyes at night. The cup is full. Let us spill it. Welcome back to Tea with Stella, where the tea is always scorching and we never water it down. Everything shared in this video is based on publicly available information. Now baby, let us get into it. Remy Ma and Papoose were one of hip-hop's most legendary pairs for over 2 decades. They survived prison. They survived cheating rumors. They survived a very public and messy split in 2024 when Remy exposed those texts proving Papoose was chatting to Claressa Shields behind her back. Since then, Claressa has been calling Pap her man, planning babies, attending every event, building what she keeps calling a love story. But baby, in 2026, Remy went live at midnight, dropped a fresh diss track, and kept exactly one person locked beside her the entire time. Not her new man, not her friends, Papoose's own daughter. And honey, the second you understand why that baby was there, you will never view this so-called beef the same way again. That is where we start today. Let us start with the truth. Everybody is too scared to say this is not a rap beef, baby. This is a rescue mission disguised as a diss track. The whole internet is busy counting bars and screaming who won, and not one person stopped to ask the only question that matters. Who is this really for? Because it is not for Claressa. Claressa is just the noise, the distraction, the loud part. The real target has always been Papoose. And here is your receipt, honey. Papoose filed for divorce back in May 2025. It is deep into 2026 now. And that divorce is still not finalized. Baby, a man who is truly finished gets finished. A man who lets his divorce sit and collect dust for over a year is not a man who moved on. He is a man who left the door open on purpose. And Remy Ma does not even need to knock. She is holding the one key that opens that door every single time. His daughter. Read that again. Now darling, let us address this little girl because Remy Ma did not invite her onto that live feed by mistake. Nothing this woman executes is random. She admitted to the entire internet that this child is with her while she writes, with her while she records, with her while she performs. Every single step of crafting a record meant to bury the woman her father is dating. That baby was right there in the room. Then live on camera, the child looks up and says, "Mommy, this is my favorite song." Honey, her favorite. A diss track aimed at her prospective stepmother is this baby's favorite song? Either that child has no idea what she is mimicking, or Remy has normalized conflict in that home so deeply that a 5-year-old thinks this is just a normal Tuesday. But darling, do not miss the true play. That was not a proud mom moment. That was a message sent straight to Papoose wrapped inside a child's smile. Look Pap, your daughter is glowing in my world. So where exactly are you? That is not parenting, darling. That is a psychological operation in pigtails. But darling, I might need some more besties. And then darling, it escalated because Remy pushed it one step further. She announced to everyone watching that her daughter, her golden child, created the clean version of the song, "Put My Besties On." Darling, a 5-year-old now has a production credit on a beef record. Let that marinate. This child's resume reads, diss track producer, before she has even finished kindergarten. And I need you to grasp why this is so surgical, because a man can walk away from an ex-wife. A man can walk away from a song, but no father alive can walk away from a daughter who has been stitched into the very center of that ex-wife's world. Remy did not just keep the child close. Honey, she built a bridge, placed Papoose's own daughter right in the middle of it, and dared that man not to cross. His road home now runs straight through that little girl. And Remy Ma paved every inch of it herself, smiling at midnight in front of the entire internet. Observe the footage, observe her expression. Now darling, here is the segment that should keep Claressa awake until sunrise. Throughout this entire broadcast, throughout the diss track, through the child, through everything, Papoose uttered nothing. Not a word. Not a statement. Not one post defending the woman he supposedly loves. And honey, that silence is not hollow. That silence is deafening. Think about it. If a man was truly solid, truly all in with Claressa, and he watched his own daughter get turned into the hype woman for a record attacking his girlfriend, he would say something. He would protect her. He would intervene and shut it down. Papoose did the one thing that reveals the absolute truth. He remained silent. Darling, Claressa is out here screaming, "My man, my man, my man," on every platform she can log into, and her man could not part his lips a single time. Silence like that is the answer. And deep down, Claressa already heard it. She can battle Remy every day of the week, but she will never, ever triumph against that child. Looking back, that is because I lost count of the times I nearly went bald trying to bleach and dye. So let us bring it all the way home. Darling, Claressa Shields is a warrior, an Olympic champion, and she has spent this entire saga doing exactly what warriors do. Throwing punches, issuing challenges, demanding fights, and defending her man in every single interview she could book. She fought and she fought and she fought. And Remy Ma never once threw a punch back. Remy just held her daughter's hand and smiled. Because Remy understands something Claressa still refuses to accept. Papoose did not stay tangled up for Claressa. He stayed tangled up for that baby. And as long as that little girl is glowing in Remy's world, Papoose will always have a reason to keep looking back. That is the nightmare, darling. Claressa is the greatest woman boxer alive, and she is losing the most important fight of her life in a ring she cannot even step into. You cannot outpunch a bloodline. Now maybe this is just a mother spending time with her child, all sweet and innocent. Stella will be fair and let you do that math yourself. But darling, we both know coincidences do not show up to a midnight live with a production credit. So let us wrap it up, honey. Claressa Shields showed up to win a boxing match. Remy Ma showed up to win a war. And she did it without lifting a single glove. She weaponized patience. She weaponized silence. And yes, darling, she weaponized a child far too young to understand the game being played all around her. That is the part that should sit heavy with every single one of us. So, Tea with Stella is dying to know. Is Remy using that little girl as bait to reel Papoose back in? Or is this just a mother loving her child out loud? And honestly, do you believe Papoose will ever fully move on? Or is he keeping that door cracked open on purpose? Sound off in the comments below, because this tea is way too scorching to sip alone.